Friday, Fun Fold Friday, and I've got a really great fun fold for you today. It's called a side fold card. Let me switch over to my comments here. Well, they're not loading, but that's okay. They'll be here. There they are. Okay, great. Hey, good morning, everyone. I love it. I love it. All right, so today is Friday, and on Fridays I do a series called Fun Fold Fridays, and all of my fun folds that I've been doing, if you stay to the end of this video, you'll see a pop-up card that will lead you to all of my Fun Fold Friday card tutorials. And there's quite a few of them up there now. I'm really loving this series. I hope you are too. Good morning, Dorothy and Linda and Kim. We've got rain here in Texas. So it'd be nice if it was colder and it was snow, but oh well. That's the way it goes, right? All right, let's get started. And also, don't forget, we still have our closeout sale going on and our clearance rack. There's still quite a few great items left, including Stampin' Blends for $1.80. That's pretty exciting. Those are going really fast, but there are quite a few still left. So head over to the shop and check those out. But we're making what's called a side fold card today. And I'm going to quickly just show you the base for it. Let me switch over. Wednesday, I forgot to switch over. It is cut at 11 by 4 1/4. Then it's folded in half, but then it's folded back on itself right there. We're going to seal this part right here, and we will have what's called a side fold card. And I'm going to decorate it. This is actually going to be a sympathy, or not a sympathy card, I'm sorry. My friend's mother had a stroke, and that is no fun. My mother had a stroke 1.5 years ago, and I'm telling you what, that when your friends' parents start to go downhill, you need to keep them in your prayers all the time. It is so stressful, and especially this time of year at Christmas. So I'm sending my prayers out to Lena. I don't know if she's watching or not, but you are in my thoughts today, and I'm making you a card. So I have here, and I'm using the stamp set, and this is from our annual catalog. And it's the Poppies set, and it's a 2-part stamp set. I mean, you can buy them separately, but one stamp set are the Poppies, and the other stamp set is the Beautiful Sentiments, and Thinking of You with All My Heart. And each stamp set has its own dies that go with it, so this stamp set cuts these stamped flowers out with some pretty frames, and this stamp set has the poppies that you can just cut out without stamping, and that's what we're doing today. So let me put all this to the side. I'm also using the beautiful plaid tidings paper. Oh my gosh, Lena's favorite color is purple, so I pulled this out. And I didn't get a chance to put all these pieces together, so you're going to get to watch me put all the pieces together. Let me get in the camera a little better here. All right, like I said, this stamp set, you cut the pieces out and then you glue it all together. So let me just put a little dabble do ya, right? And I'm using my fine tip glue here. It's really great when you have itty bitty parts like this. And I use my silicone mat, so just in case any of the glue squishes out, it won't get my work surface all sticky. The silicone mat, the glue will just rub off after it dries. It's pretty cool. All right, so there's one poppy, and here is the other one. Okay. And then it's got some great leaves and some little buds that we'll have to put together. And I'm trying to do this fairly quickly. Like I said, I tried to get all this done before I went live, but I want to make sure I always start right on time for you all, because your time is valuable, and I don't want to take advantage of y'all's time. All right, so here we go. We have our 2 poppies made. Now let's make the leaves. So I just cut these out of Old Olive and Garden Green, and real simple. Like I said, we're just putting a little glue on here using the fine tip glue. And I really like this glue because it dries clear and not sticky, where our liquid, multi-purpose liquid glue tends to dry sticky. and that's no fun. And you have to go and try to rub all that off. So, okay. It also doesn't give you quite as much time, though, as the all-purpose liquid. I mean, it dries pretty quick. Dries clear and quick. So there's one set of leaves. I'm doing 2 of these. Wow, we have a lot of people here this morning. It is sunny and cold in upstate New York. You know, sunny and cold. I love a bright blue sky and a crisp feel to the air. You know, putting on scarves and mittens, and the cold air clears your nose out. We're down here in Texas. We're all stuffy and sniffling. We've got sinus problems and allergies because everything is still growing. So I kind of envy you up there in New York right now. Kind of. We don't have snow to snow us in, but my family is originally from New England, and speaking of snow, so my father, as you all know, just passed away, and we're cleaning out the apartment. And one thing that they own still, since we left New England in 1973 and came to Texas, my father never got rid of his snow shovel. Now, only people who live in snowy regions actually know what a snow shovel is. And I took the snow shovel because, you know, it's part of my family. You know, it was Daddy's snow shovel and I wanted it. But I have absolutely no need for it because it never actually snowed. Well, I shouldn't say never. It very rarely actually snows here in Texas. It ices a lot, but not a beautiful snow where you can make a pretty snowman or just shovel snow off your walk like you can up in New England. So anyways, I have the snow shovel. Well, my oldest brother, or not my oldest brother, my second oldest brother said, can I have the snow shovel? My nephew, his son, lives in Oklahoma, and they do get snow. As a matter of fact, they've already had an ice storm this season. So I am handing the snow shovel over to my brother, knowing that it will actually be put to use with my nephew. And so, so how many of you guys own snow shovels, or had one as a kid when you lived somewhere where it was snowy? They're you think any old shovel would work for snow, but snow shovels actually do not have a sharp blade. They have, actually it's a rubber blade thing that can just go right under the snow. Pretty cool. All right, I'm just rambling on. Oh, that's a great idea, Linda, to turn the snow shovel into a decorative piece. Yeah, actually, I was kind of thinking of doing that, but then when my brother said that my nephew needed it, I said, well, okay, he can have it. All right, almost done here. These are the buds. So I'm making quite a bouquet here on this card today because I want it to be really pretty. Like I said, it's a thinking of you card, so I want it to be real pretty. Come on, glue, get out of there. The other thing about your fine tip, well, just what it just did, it will get clogged real easy. It does have a pin that sticks inside the tip, so it won't clog, but if you leave it out too long, it'll dry up. Like I said, it dries quickly, so you want to keep that lid on there. And I am going to rub that onto that silicone mat there, so there's not so much of it. I'm not sure if I did that correctly. Oh well. Okay. And there we go. That one just got a lot of glue on it. And like I said, it doesn't dry sticky. It does dry shiny though, so if you're concerned about that. All right, now. All right, so I have all my buds. Now that I've got all the pieces put together, oh, and by the way, this is kind of fun. Use vellum instead of a paper for a background. That way, when you put it on your bouquet, you can kind of see some of the designer paper come through. All right, I got all my pieces. Now, let's put this card together. Here we go. First step, we have our base. Let me move all this out of the way. And we are going to seal this closed right there. And you want it to be really secure. So I'm going to get the multi-purpose glue out. This is the strongest adhesive that I have. I do have tear and tape, and that's pretty strong, but this is even stronger. Once this glues, this is not coming up. Okay. And give it a second to dry, or at least get kind of dry. All right, there we go. Okay, now that we have that done, our next step is to, oh, and I didn't tell you the measurements. All right, so I told you the measurements of the card base. The card base is 11 by 4 1/4. Then you score it at 5 1/2, just like a regular card. And then this is scored at 6 3/4. Now these measurements and all of these things will be over on my blog. I'll have it all written out for you. All right, so now that we have that, now we're going to put our designer paper on here. The first piece is a 4 by 4 cardstock and a 3 7/8. I mean, I barely want any of that cardstock showing on the edge, but I do want some. So let me get my tape runner for that. Oh, I just had that little devil. There he is. Oh, Debbie Spicer says, oh yeah, I know what a snow shovel is up here in Oregon. That's great. Oh, wintertime and snow. Hey, speaking of wintertime, it's almost Christmas. I think, well, we have 15 days till Christmas. I've kind of lost count. I think that's right. Anyways, how many of you guys have your Christmas cards done? Yeah, mine are half done. All my Christmas cards to you, my customers, are done. I am now working on my friends and family, those cards. So hopefully my goal this weekend is to get those done. All right, so I have my designer paper stuck on that. Now I'm going to stick this on the front of my card. All right. And that just goes right there. Isn't that pretty? I just love these colors together. I need to get up here in the camera. What's next? Okay, we got that part done. Looking at my instructions over here. Okay. Another piece we're going to do is right here. And this is cut at 1 inch by 4 inch. And this is 7/8 inch by 3 7/8 inch. And so I'm going to put those together. Well, I'll just use the tape runner. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then we have all our pieces layered together. So now we're on to, this is a really fun part. So now you don't have to do this, but this, I saw this on someone else's card and I thought, oh, that's so cute. Okay, so this is just our label, it's just a label punch. It's real tiny, but she went in on the side here and made a little notch. Just, can you see what I'm doing here? Let me pull that up. Just an itty bitty notch right there in the center. And I guess she just kind of eyeballed it. All right. And then she did it on this side. I thought this was just so, so clever. And what this is going to do is give me 2 little notches to put my cord on. So we're gonna put the cord on here. But before we do that, I meant to put this strip on there. That's okay. I can still go back and notch it. Let me get it on there though. Okay. Okay. You almost don't need any, but it will just a little bit. Come here. There you go. Get in there. Oh, that was loud, wasn't it? Okay. And then this side over here. Okay. All All right. Now, pour my cord. Now, the best way to, I'm going to be putting a bow here. So I'm going to put a little glue dot here to hold the cord down. This is just gold twine. Any twine will do. Any twine will do ya. Get like a small tool to pick that up. There we go. And we're going to put the bow right in the middle, so we'll put the glue dot right in the middle. And then just stick your gold twine in there. Okay, and that holds it in place. I'm going to go a couple of times. 1 and 2. Whoa, come on, it's twisting. Okay. And where that glue dot is, just stick it down in there and get some snips. Okay. Isn't that fun? Okay, let me pull that up so you can see it. Yeah, real easy. And we're going to tie a bow there. So the way I tie bows is I just take 2 loops and I just twist them together. Oops. Careful when you're pulling it through that you don't pull the end all the way through. There we go. Now you tighten it up and just hold the loops as you shorten it. Okay, that looks good. And twist it. Now this gold twine, it just frays really easy, so I just say let's just have it do what it wants to do. And I'm just going to trim those off and trim these off. Whoops, there we go. That loop kind of came out. Ah! Oh no! When I did that, it snagged one strand and my loop kind of got funky, but that's okay. Now I'm going to get another glue dot, okay, because that glue dot's pretty much covered up by all the other strands, so there we go. So this is called a side fold card, okay, just a side fold. It's not a real fancy name. There we go. Now let me pull it up so you can see it again. Yay! So pretty bow. And now for the rest of the decorating. Get all this stuff out of my way. Okay. The first part is the flowers and the sentiment. All right, so let me pull all this up here so you can see what I'm doing. So my sentiment I already stamped, thinking of you, and this frame, all of this comes with this poppy set. So I have my frame, and I'm going to be putting that there. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put these poppies in here. Well, I'm going to make sure they all fit. Okay, so that poppy can go there, and this poppy can come up here. There, that's good. And then we're just going to start tucking all of these leaves in here. So let me get these down. And I'm, like I said, I like using glue, but just give it enough room so you can tuck stuff underneath it. So just put the glue in the center. Glue just makes everything, unless you're using really thin paper. If you're using really thin paper, stay away from glue. It'll warp. The paper will warp and crinkle, and use the tape. But I'm using cardstock, so it's pretty heavy. All right, let me, let me turn that over. Okay. And then this one. There we go, that'll work. All right. And now when I go to tuck these leaves under here, if, you know, if there's not enough room, I can trim it. But, yeah, because this has got to open, so you want to make sure you kind of clear that area. But you do want it to kind of come up like that. That looks good. Okay, so okay, and this pretty leaf here can go down here. And like I said, you just got to be careful of where your fold is. Actually, yeah. here. This is the fun part of creating. Now you just kind of play with it till you get it where you like it. Yep. Oops. Come here. There we go. Like I said, if it's too long, just trim it off. And there we go. That looks good. That looks good. All right, so this is just my technique of layering. I just go back and forth and just kind of play with it. I do have these cute little buds here, so we'll stick maybe a bud down here. Yeah, that looks good. I actually have this one leaf I trimmed off. I think I'm going to stick that down there too. So there's that bud with this leaf here. Whoops, come here. Oops. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'll get some glue on there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's coming along great. One more. Ooh, so pretty. So, make sure I got, whoops, where'd that come from? I'm not sure. All right, we'll just stick that there. Okay, perfect. All right, whoops. Get out of there and stick. I didn't hold it long enough. Came back up. There we go. And just hold it for a sec till it sticks. All right, we are almost finished. We've got the front all completed. I just, bouquets, sprays of leaves, the little sentiment, all of that goes, it's just beautiful. Make sure we go back to my directions, make sure I got everything here. I've got a little extra to this card today. I want you to keep watching and see how I finish this off. So, one thing is, of course, the inside, and the inside is just like the front. It's a 4-inch square and a 3 7/8 inch square. So now I'm going to be writing her a nice little note, so I don't need much stamping here. But I could stamp a poppy or something there if I wanted to. And then glue it on there. Alright, so this is our inside, and we just open it up like that. Isn't that fun? Okay. There. Now, we're not quite done. Are you ready? Here we go. The last piece of our card. I've decided to make an envelope that's fancy. So the way you do an envelope, and this is great for using up designer paper. Take your glue and very tiny bit along the edge, just a little bit. You don't want it to squish out. Oops. You do want it to come out though. And then this is just cut, this is a 6-inch square, so I just cut it at 2.5, and then I just make that even right there where the fold line is, and press that down. Oops. Turn it over just in case the glue squishes out. I don't want to get glue on my work surface. Okay, and now use the envelope here as your template and just trim. And this is just, it makes the envelope pretty, makes getting this in the mail even more fun. I mean, getting a handmade card in the mail is fun anyways, right? But a handmade card that's got a fancy envelope, how cool is that? And it catches the mailman's eyes too. The mailman might, or mailwoman, might go, that's a pretty card. All right. And voila! So we have a fancy envelope and a fancy card. I hope you all enjoyed today's fun fold. Like I said, I come live every Friday and do a new fun fold for you. And then I go over on my blog and I put up all the measurements for you so you can make one too. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. And if you haven't finished those Christmas cards, get them done this weekend so that you can enjoy the rest of your holiday stress-free. I don't know if that's a real thing. Anyways, bye-bye, you guys.